everyone, it is Alissa from Planet Alissa. Hopefully you can hear me okay because I'm driving and I have the window open because it is feeling like a summer day here, and I guess it's sort of the start of summer. This is Memorial Day weekend as I'm filming this, at least this first part of this vlog video. I have a feeling I'll be filming on more than one day, but I'm on the way to my boyfriend's house, actually. We're just going to hang out today. No work getting done now, although I was getting work done this morning, working on listing my big pile of Amazon stuff for this week. And I was hoping, I think, when I made my last video to get it done yesterday. That did not happen. I am still not done. I have, I think, more items than I estimated that I have. I'm up to like 240 or so items that I've listed so far, and I'm not done, so probably looking at 300 or more items this week that I'll be sending in. And so it's taken me a little longer than I thought, plus yesterday and today I've kind of been having sinus issues. I'm sure related to the fact that the air is just full of pollen here, and you know, I don't have the sniffling nose or the sneezing or any of that, which would actually be great. Instead I have it like all this congestion going on, which it's just like I got like this, like, it feels like my head's in a vice right now. It's just that pressure. So that's not fun. I actually took like a nap yesterday afternoon, a pretty good nap, because I felt awful. So did not get as much work done as I had hoped to yesterday. But got some more done this morning. May get everything else listed tomorrow morning, or at least Monday, and then I can start working on boxing up the stuff. But I wanted to make a video because in the last video, James Benner asked a pretty good question. If you know James, he is the Cali Picker on YouTube, and he was asking, you know, if storage fees are getting me with Amazon, which can be an issue, as those of you that are Amazon sellers know. Amazon has changed the way, well, they're constantly changing the way that storage fees are calculated. So when I first started doing, when I first started FBA, you did not pay long-term storage fees. You could have one of any SKU there without paying a long-term storage fee on it. You only had the long-term storage fees when you had like multiples of any particular SKU. And so that definitely affected how you did things. There is a little kid riding a bike in the middle of this busy road. This is really not safe, kid. Not safe at all. Okay, sorry. That had me a little concerned and distracted. I have a very good feeling that that kid's parents did not know he's out there. I don't know if he's making a break for it or what. But anyway, so what was I going to say? Storage fees. Yeah, so when I first started out, you could have one of a particular SKU there without getting long-term storage fees on it. And so that made it, you didn't have to worry so much about rank when you were selling things like that you got thrifting or book sales, because you probably would only get one of an item anyway. You weren't going to get multiples. And they changed that. I guess that was that last year or the year before? I don't even remember now. I think last year that they changed it so you actually do pay long-term storage fees on anything that's there longer, even if you just have one of the SKU. And that policy wasn't really in place for resellers. I mean, they had that policy for people that were, you know, selling, like were manufacturers of an item or something, and you know, so they wanted to make sure they were always in stock on something and didn't want to penalize them for that. And so, you know, obviously resellers like me, we did take advantage of that policy. And, you know, as Amazon continues to struggle, you know, with their growth and having enough storage for things, that was something that they changed. And so that also made me kind of change how I do things. And so I no longer go to like rummage sales, thrift stores. As you know from watching my videos, I used to do that all the time. Now, of course, I also sold vintage stuff on Etsy, and I would pick that stuff up too while I was out there. So now that I'm just doing Amazon, it would only be Amazon stuff that I'm going to look for at those places. And you're less likely to find quick moving products. You can still find quick moving products, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of stuff that's going to sit a little bit longer that you're going to pick up at, you know, thrift stores, secondhand places, garage sales, that sort of thing. So you know, with these storage fees, it's suddenly not so great. Plus, you spend a lot of time. You spend a lot more time finding these, you know, diamonds in the rough or whatever. If you're doing the thrifting thing, now you can find stuff that you're going to get a pretty good ROI on. I mean, usually your ROI when you're thrifting is going to be way higher than your ROI when you're doing retail arbitrage. The retail arbitrage advantage being you can get a lot more stuff usually, get multiples of certain things, and then you know, what I like about it is that, you know, you can save time. Like, you know, when I say I'm listing, you know, I listed 240 items, I didn't list 240 different SKUs, because there's like things that I got 10 of or 6 of or whatever, you know, so that does save a lot of time when you're doing the retail arbitrage end of it. And so for that, you know, I'm willing to take a lower ROI on an item. And so with the retail arbitrage and with Amazon's changes, I do focus a lot on that sales rank. And, you know, there are items where it's like, I pass them up, even though it's like, wow, I can, you know, make good money on this, because I don't know if I can, because of the way that, you know, when I see like a high sales rank number, I'm like, I think I'm going to stay away from that, because I know those long-term storage fees might get me. And that was the other thing that changed too from when I started. Like, we used to only get long-term storage fees once a year. Now it's twice a year, and it's like a sliding scale the longer something is there. So you do have to take some time now to kind of clear in some stuff out, or just, you know, get rid of it one way or another. So thank you, James, for asking that question. That was my long-winded explanation. But yeah, the storage fees aren't getting me because I've changed how I do things. That's the short answer to your question. And yeah, if you are doing thrifting stuff, which I would definitely recommend if you're just getting started out, I mean, you're not going to have, in most cases, you're not going to have a lot of money, you know, big bankroll to start with, and what you're going to have is time. So it makes sense to start, you know, with thrifting, with going to rummage sales, church sales, garage sales, auctions, all those sorts of things, because you can pick up stuff pretty cheap, and then, you know, increase, you know, make decent money on them, and then, you know, build up your bankroll that way. I would still recommend starting that way, but now you do have to focus more on sales rank. If you watch some of my old videos, you know, like, I'll be like, the sales rank's high, but I don't care because I just have one of the item. Well, that's not something you can do anymore. So changes, they happen with Amazon. Anyway, I'll be catching up with you again later this week. Hey everyone, I am back and in my very messy office, as you can see behind me. I even have a calendar up on the wall that's like a dry erase calendar, because I was going to be more organized with dates and stuff, and it's still in January, so that just kind of shows you my organizational skills and my ability to keep track of dates and things like that. But yeah, I just wanted to, you know, finish up making this vlog. So it is now Thursday. I think the last day I was filming that was like Saturday or Sunday. I don't remember now. It's all a blur. But I got all my stuff shipped out from that I was listing last week. It ended up being almost 400 items, 385 items. So UPS was here yesterday to pick all that stuff up. I did pick up some more things when we went out Tuesday sourcing, and hopefully we'll pick up some more things today when we go out in a little bit. And yeah, that's mostly what I've been working on. I have been doing a lot of stuff with Amazon FBA. I know some people have asked about like merch and Zazzle and Redbubble, and I do still sell stuff on those places, so that is something still going on, but I have not been super active as far as uploading new stuff, so it's really just mostly the stuff that's there. I mean, here and there, a handful of things I've uploaded to merch, but I just haven't been doing that much. And I should, because I make money from it. There's no reason I shouldn't. Definitely, I've seen things slow down a little bit. You know, Amazon has made some changes, and that's definitely, I know, like, the search is a little weird. There was, of course, a time when things were, like, disabled, like, certain shirts just weren't showing up and everything. I think everything is showing up again, but it's not as good as it once was. I will say that. What is? But, yeah, I still bring in, I mean, it varies, but about $1,000 a month for merch, and then, you know, a little bit extra from Zazzle and Redbubble. And I should put more stuff on because it's, you know, it's income and it's like a passive income, so it's nice. I mean, putting more stuff on makes it not passive, but right now it's passive income for me, which is nice to have that coming in. So, you know, when I need to, you know, flex my creative muscles and, you know, create some artwork and stuff, that is something I do. So, you know, that's kind of how I treat that, which isn't really a very businessy way to treat it, but that is really what I do right now with it, which is not much. So yeah, I haven't made like a video in a long time reporting sales because there's really nothing exciting to report other than like things have definitely slowed down since about a year ago, I would say, when I was making these. That was probably when I was at my peak, and I was uploading stuff on a regular basis too, which I think does help. So that's just, you know, that's where I am at with that. So yeah, guys, I'll get this video out for you soon, and we'll try to keep making these videos every week. You're just gonna have to not mind the mess behind me, or, you know, whatever you happen to see when I happen to film. But yeah, that's all I got to report for you. I hope you guys are doing well, selling a lot of stuff, making money, doing whatever it is you do. The only other thing, I think I mentioned this, I'm working on putting like my signed books back on my Etsy shop, which I had before. Not selling vintage stuff right now, just getting those listings up for the books. That's really it. I've been selling a few things on eBay here and there, just some things I had lying around that I need to get rid of. So that's what I got going on, guys. Hope you are all doing well. Thank you for watching. I'll hopefully catch up with you again in about a week or so, and keep you posted on my not very thrilling life as a reseller. So take care, everyone. Have a great weekend.